Mega means large or excellent in the dictionary, and that's what the Galaxy Mega 6.3 is named for. It is a large phablet released by Samsung after the Note and Grand series and has excellent features out of the box.
This is Warren from KRGadgetGuy.com. This is the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 full review.
Samsung has really differentiated its product properly this time by branding the Note 4 flagship phablets, Grand for entry-level, and now Mega for mid-range. The design of the Mega shares a very similar design language to the Note and Galaxy S4. It has rounded edges and fully made of plastic just like other Galaxy devices. Despite of the plastic build quality, if you have large fingers, you will love to hold the phone and it feels quite sturdy. Under the hood, it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 dual-core 1.7 GHz MSM8930AB processor, 1.5GB of RAM, 6.3-inch 720p super clear LCD display, 16GB of onboard storage expandable with microSD XE card, 8MP rear camera with LED flash, and 2MP front-facing camera. It also has a large 3200mAh battery and it supports Wi-Fi BGN AC dual band. It also has an IR blaster on top which lets you control your TV, and NFC is available. Interestingly, as a mid-range smartphone, it supports World HSPA, LTE, and GSM bands. And lastly, it runs on Android Jelly Bean 4.2.2. Using the Mega 6.3 as a daily driver is an enjoyable experience. The large 6.3-inch 720p display is fantastic for everyday usage such as browsing the web, playing games, watching videos, and doing some work on it. Even though the display is no Full HD display, it still shows great clarity and color reproduction is fantastic. The large display of the Mega 6.3 truly delivers a Mega experience with its fantastic screen quality. However, with such a huge screen size, you might find yourself having trouble to put the phablet into your pocket, especially when you are wearing jeans. The Mega 6.3 is preloaded with Android 4.2.2 with the latest version of TouchWiz. It shares some of the features from the Galaxy S4. Features such as Air View, Miracast screen mirroring, and multi-window can be found on the phablet except for air gestures and eye scrolling. You will also have lots of built-in widgets to play with. TouchWiz plays an important role in making the Mega 6.3 useful, such as having one-handed operation which makes the phone easier to use with one hand. But it is only supported in a few apps such as the phone dialer, calculator, and screen unlock pattern, which is practically sufficient. Voice commands also help users in operating the phone, which can be found in the camera, music player, and receiving phone calls. However, the feature is not really reliable, especially on the receiving calls part. You can't switch on vibration and need to speak really loud at times to make the phone answer or reject the call. Using voice commands in the music player requires you to be active on the app, but not when the screen is locked. The virtual assistant S voice is terrible at recognizing commands. TouchWiz can cause lag if you have lots of widgets on the home screen, but the recovery of speed is fast after the slowdown, which for me is not much of an issue, but I wish Samsung could bring a software update to improve it. Call quality on the Mega 6.3 over Maxis LTE network is good. Callers have no issues on hearing our voice, and interestingly, there is an equalizer feature called Adapt Sound which is able to help your caller's voice sound better when listening calls over the speakerphone. The loudspeaker of the Mega 6.3 produces loud call volume, and you should be able to hear callers clearly if you are in a quiet environment. The phablet supports LTE download up to 100 Mbps, and when tested with Maxis LTE, we managed to get about 30 Mbps of download and sometimes a disappointing 10 Mbps rate, which is not to be blamed with the phone's hardware but early stages of the implementation of Maxis LTE network. The camera of the Mega 6.3 is no slouch. The rear 8MP camera takes decent still shots and Full HD videos. Pictures with good lighting have good amount of detail and accurate color reproduction. That's not all. The camera app also supports capturing photos at full 8MP resolution while taking videos. Video quality is decent and there is stabilization software implemented. Still not great, but it gets the job done. The front-facing camera is not a wide-angle lens, but shooting pictures with it is okay. The camera software supports 10 modes, and we find HDR, beauty face, best face, and panorama the most workable features, and supports both front and rear camera. Music playback on the Mega 6.3 is great. The music player of the Mega 6.3 has the same interface as other Galaxy smartphones, which should be familiar for existing users. Sound Alive equalizer on the music player allows you to customize the 7-band equalizer and sound effects. The audio quality may not be as good as Beats Audio, but it is still able to pump up some good bass and clarity if you know how to tune the equalizer. The loudspeaker produces loud and clear audio with some amount of bass. The disappointment here is when you put down the phone, the volume greatly decreases as it covers the speaker on the back. Gaming performance on the Mega 6.3 is great, with decent frame rates on graphic-intensive games such as Asphalt 7 and Modern Combat 4. Be sure to check out Enable MSAA Forex option in the developer options if you want to boost the gaming graphics quality. And you will definitely notice dramatic quality improvements, but frame rates might drop due to that. On day-to-day performance, we find the Snapdragon 400 processor to be fast enough to launch and switch applications. You will be surprised to find how the processor is able to multitask on the Mega 6.3. Benchmarks on Antutu and Quadrange also shows results that you would expect from a dual-core processor. But as always, do trust your own instincts rather than just judging performance from the benchmarks. Battery life on the Mega 6.3 is average. Even though with a huge 3200 mAh battery, the screen is the main battery draining component, as you can see in the screenshots. We also recommend to lock the network on to HSPA mode if possible, as LTE networks always fall back to HSPA most of the time, and that causes the phone to temporarily disconnect from the network, which somehow kills your battery as well, and that is only in Malaysia. To add on, the phone heats up at the top if under full load, but at a warm temperature. We love the Mega 6.3. It does so many things that we want on a mid-range smartphone. Good performance, fantastic screen quality, decent camera, expandable storage, removable battery, and great network connectivity options. Samsung needs to seriously improve their software experience rather than making them gimmicks, and provide users with features that really work properly. We also hope that Samsung is able to keep a good OS support for the Mega 6.3. The Galaxy Mega 6.3 is readily available on telco contract and is priced at the recommended retail price of 1,599 ringgit. We rate the Mega 6.3 at 4 out of 5 stars for its affordable price tag and hardware features.
That's it for today, and thank you very much for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please give us a thumbs up and leave comments down below the video or in our website post. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our Facebook page at KL Gadget Guy. And remember to always visit our website at www.klgadgetguy.com for more gadget reviews, editorials, tips and tricks, and many more. We'll see you next time.